Welcome back to the Beat Break Morning Show, the Beat Break Podcast. You're now rocking with the best, Sean Garvey, DJ Rollem, and Starr Keels. Make sure you follow us on all social media at Beat Break Radio, Facebook, Twitter, and on Instagram. And don't forget to download that Podcast FM app. You need that in your life to check out the Beat Break Morning Show and more. Sean Garvey, DJ Rollem, Starr Keels with our special guest in the building. The owner of Chicago Avenue Cafe is on the live line with us. We got her in the studio, Marilyn. We're not going to say her last name. We're just going to say Marilyn. Unless you want to give out her last government name.
If I gave you my last name, you wouldn't believe it was my last name.
Try us.
Can I take a guess? Can I take a guess?
It's guilty.
Oh, I'm thinking Riches.
What?
It's guilty.
Guilty.
Guilty as charged.
Marilyn guilty.
Woo! Woo!
I'm guilty.
That got a bite to it.
Yeah, Marilyn guilty as charged.
Marilyn guilty as charged.
Have you ever had people tease you? Yeah.
That name has helped me a lot. It has helped me get out of tickets in court. It has helped me a lot through my life.
Really?
Because I was going to ask you about the courts.
They always make fun of it. It's always a joke. I used to hate it growing up. It was very embarrassing, you know, when they did roll call.
Mm-hmm.
But now that I'm grown, I appreciate it more.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I love it.
Marilyn guilty. Man, that's just such a firm name, especially when you attach the Marilyn to the guilty. Marilyn guilty. That sounds so firm.
Firm.
I love that name.
Thank you. People never forget me, that name.
You got that right. You can't. You can't.
Hey, man, I love it. Yeah. Owner of Chicago Avenue Cafe in Austell, Georgia. We're getting ready to do some big things with Chicago Avenue Cafe, and we'll get into what we wanted to talk to you about because this is such a hot, juicy topic. But before we get into that, Maryland Chicago Avenue Cafe, let the listeners know about what Chicago Avenue Cafe is and what they can expect when they come through your establishment.
Well, Chicago Avenue Cafe, I do, first of all, I used to do Chicago foods only, but I have converted my menu over to pescatarian and vegan options. So when you come through our doors, first of all, you will be greeted with smiles. Customer service is very, very important. It's very big for me. We try to treat everybody like family. We try to make you feel like family. So you're not going to get anything less than that.
Very family oriented, and I visit the family oriented, but with a very mature atmosphere. I've been to the lounge. It's a lounge setting. I've been there a few times, and true story, really quick. I shared with our listeners a couple of podcast episodes ago about the speed dating event that was held inside of Chicago Avenue Cafe, and it was very, very interesting. And I will expound more on that in our later podcast episodes, but a lot of different things happen at Chicago Avenue Cafe. And let me be the first one to say on the show that as of January 2022, me and our alumni, Sharia Thomas, will be hosting our first ever love and poetry experience at Chicago Avenue Cafe. And it's gonna happen during our birthday month, January, because me and Sharia, we share the same birthdays in January. So it's going to be a love and poetry experience full of good food, good music, good times. A lot of beautiful people are going to be in the place to be, and we're going to celebrate. It's going to be a spectacular. It's going to be a movie. It's going to be very epic. And everyone's
wait. And I'm so excited.
Yeah. And we're gonna also do like some questionnaires and spoken word showcase. It's gonna be full of everything, dating games and stuff like that. And and like I said, topics will be included as well too, including like the topics that we did the other night, Marilyn. We don't have to expound on that too much, but let's just say that it got very intense in the building the other night by two questions that I raised. What is an F-boy? That wasn't the first question, but that was one of the questions. What is an F-boy, and why do so many women find F-boys attractive? And the first question I asked everybody is, why are women putting dudes in the friend zone? And you know, it was a hell of an experience.
There you go. I already know what happened after that.
Yeah, man.
Boy.
Well, we don't have to expound on that because that's going to take an entire 4 hours.
Yeah. Well, we actually stayed another hour, which we usually only do it for 1 hour, but we ended up doing it for 2 hours.
Yeah.
I know you did with them type of topics. Because when we talk about it on the show, oh my God. It gets heated. It gets heated quick.
It gets heated. Okay. So
it was
not
on
just me.
Basically one question. Just twist it around. So I can imagine.
Yeah. But yeah, y'all definitely come on out. Chicago Avenue Cafe in Austell, Georgia. And before Marilyn goes, we will give you all the details and information. All right. So Marilyn, I wanted to invite you on to the morning show this morning to answer a few questions here. The topic that we've been meaning to touch on is about older women and younger dudes. I like to call this season, because we are in the winter season, I like to call this season not only cuffing season, but also cougar season. You want me to repeat that one more time?
I don't like that.
You don't like that
label.
what?
You don't like the term cougar?
I hate it.
You hate the word cougar. So
I
okay.
do. I don't like that. And every
Let's
time
talk about it.
Guys, let's talk about it.
Okay, why do you hate the word cougar?
Why do I hate that word cougar? Because cougar is the word or term they use for an older woman that's dating a younger guy, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not into dating younger guys. I never have been. I've always liked older men, and still to this day, they either have to be my age or older.
Okay. And so there are plenty of women that are within that age range that don't really care for dating or having a romantic relationship with a younger guy. But the reality also is that there are plenty of women that are of age or older that are willing to date and engage in a romantic relationship with a younger guy. And so one of the reasons why I wanted to touch on this is because the Today Show, they recently covered a story of 3 couples that were open enough to talk to the people of the Today Show on NBC about their relationship and age differences. So when it comes to dating, right? When it comes to dating, there's always been and I feel like it's true to a certain extent, right? It's always been like a double standard about age gaps. You know, you hear people say age ain't nothing but a number, you know, or the older you get, the more wiser you get. But then there are some people who are older, maybe, you know, within their 40s, 50s, or whatever, but they still act like they are young. They still like they are in their 20s and 30s or what have you. But I find it interesting that the Today Show would cover this particular story because there are older women who are not ashamed to date younger men. And so one woman said that, looking at my notes here, one woman says that the pool is already so small to find the right person for yourself. Why are we making it even smaller? Question mark. Men don't. And so this particular matchmaker by the name of Julia, who says she's been noticing this shift in the dating game for quite some time. Older women dating younger men. So she says that women are now going to be dating like men. This is from the matchmaker now, right? She goes on to say that these days women have the economic power. They got great careers. So they aren't necessarily looking for somebody to be their equal on a bank statement. Interesting. I see you over there start making your face right there. Yeah. So, I mean, how do you feel thus far? Like, what's the problem? Well, I guess that's my first question. Like, what is the problem with older women dating younger men? Or is there a problem? I'm gonna ask anybody. Let's go over to Starr.
Well, okay.
Or Melvin.
I tried, well, I wasn't dating. So this young guy I met in my place maybe about 6 months ago, right? So I said, I'm gonna check it out. You know, this is what seems to be the thing nowadays. And we hung out. But each time I hung out with him, I felt like I was with my son's friend. I was uncomfortable with it. It just made me feel uncomfortable. It did. He was very nice, but it made me uncomfortable. Even there was a situation that happened. I went to a friend's house to a party, and there were it was my friends, so it was people there my age, older men there. When I got there, none of the men said anything to me. They didn't speak to me. They didn't talk to me. But as soon as my friend came, the younger guy came, as we were leaving, I didn't know they did this to him, but he was walking behind me. And he told me when we got in the car, he said that they said to him, it's a good thing you came and got her. It's a good thing you came and got her, and said some other stuff. So I felt like they were disrespectful to him. And I don't think they would have tried that if he had been an older man. I don't think they would have tried it with him.
They wouldn't have. In those situations, it's kind of like, because we live in a day and time where sometimes men are not really approaching women anymore. They're waiting on the sidelines, watching us, maybe attracted to us, but not really approaching us and saying, hey, I think you're attractive. Can I take you out? And then you get intimidated when a young man comes there, and get on that shoulder, and you feel like, oh, well, hold up. You feel some type of way. And instead of you being, I guess, kind of like letting it go for what it is, because you didn't shoot your shot. You didn't even approach her when she was by herself. Right. They take it out on him. Like, you ain't nobody special. Had you not come and got her, she would have been mine anyway. That type of stuff, but it wasn't true because you didn't even open your mouth and speak.
Didn't open your mouth and say anything. And he was so upset. It made him so upset, but he said he wasn't going to show out because it was my friend's place. But I just knew they wouldn't have done that if I was with an older man. They wouldn't have tried that.
Wow, that's so crazy. crazy scenario. I never even experienced that, but I know that happens. I know that happens.
Well,
but
go ahead.
Go
ahead, Mel.
I'll see y'all later. Bye, baby. Bye-bye.
That's the crew in the background. Chicago Avenue Cafe, ladies and gentlemen, Maryland on the line with us. So I'm going to speak from experience, right? And I say that my first experience, romantic experience that I had with an older woman was, I would say, when I was in my late 20s. I was in my late 20s, and this woman back in the day, I don't want to say back in the day because it make it seem like 40 years ago, 30 years ago. But I want to say it was back in 2009. And so I was in my late 20s, and this woman was 48, 49.
Ooh.
Yeah. That was my first.
You was ready, wasn't you?
Hey, hashtag ready and able.
He wanted some real experience. He didn't want to play.
Yeah, I had my first intimate encounter with an older woman who was in her late 40s, going on 50s, back in 2009. And I never regretted it. I never was like in that mindset of, I'm being intimate, or I'm kicking it with somebody's mom, or that type of thing. Like, I didn't look at it like that. I looked at it like, oh, okay. I looked at it as a form of maturity on my part, because it was something that attracted her to me romantically that made her want to get with me on that level. And I believe, looking back at it, it was my maturity. Because see, like, ladies, I would say in my 20s, I was still trying to figure out who Sean Garvey was, but I wasn't on no young dude walking with his pants sagged down, talking all crazy and stuff at the time. Like, I was really proper. Believe it or not, I was a little bit of a savage. But not to the extent where it was out in the open.
So were you quiet at that time, like conservative?
I don't want to say conservative. That's a very, very big word to say. I wouldn't say conservative.
You were laid back.
I was laid back. And she just did what she wanted to do, and I was like,
she took advantage of that lady. Wanted some young PP, man. She wanted some young PP, and you was quiet, and she was like, oh yeah, you seem a little quiet, mature, look sweet. I can just go on and do what I need to do.
I'm gonna tell you something. I wasn't quiet. I'll tell you, I wasn't quiet in the bedroom though. Neither one of us were.
Oh, you weren't quiet in the bedroom, bro.
If anything, if I am 50, okay, and I'm trying to go for a 20-something-year-old, I'm expecting some things to happen in the bedroom. Very exciting, okay? Because you shouldn't be in your 20s and can't do nothing exciting in the bed, okay? I'm looking for some excitement or whatever. So she knew what she was looking for. She found the right one. She was ready.
Mm-hmm. Now
I know that lady did. I know she put some things. I know she put it on you and showed you some tricks. I know she did.
I learned some stuff now. I was schooled and educated. I was schooled and educated on some things, but hey, it is what it is. But even after that ordeal, going from going back into the dating scene and stuff like that, I find myself to attract a lot of older women. So as I got more and more mature over the years, I started dating and getting with women that were a couple of years older than me. And I was like, okay, it's got to be something that has to do with my maturity, how I present myself, how I interact, how I talk, that sort of thing. But, you know, in the societal world that we live in, you know, going back to what I said earlier about the double standard, if you see an older woman with a younger guy, it's more acceptable than an older man being with a younger woman, right? So it's a double standard, you know. But then the other thing too is to add caveat to the combo. Older women that date younger guys and women that are in that circle that know that older woman, they look down on that. So question to you, Marilyn, because you stated that you don't date younger dudes.
No.
And so if you happen to have a female friend or you know somebody, it may not even just be a friend, it may be somebody in your family, right? And she dates a younger guy. You know, I mean, Christmas is coming up. Christmas dinner is coming up. She brings this guy to your house or to whatever the family is gonna have. She brings the guy over, younger guy. You can tell it's a younger guy, and they dating. How would that make you feel?
I have a friend now that has brought 3 young guys to my establishment. So each time I'll be like, I just ask her, well, the first time I was like, wow, Felicia, like a young. And the second time I was like, where are you getting these guys from, Felicia?
I know. Hey, wait. I know Felicia.
You know, oh yeah, that's right. You know.
Oh.
Oh, that's right. You know Felicia. That's right.
Oh my goodness.
I was like, girl, where? She's like, from work. I said, well, I need to get a plan. I need to go work with you. But she likes younger guys. And we was having that conversation the other night. She was saying how she went out because one of the guys was really, really nice. He was, you know, he paid for everything. He seemed like he was really into her. The first one was. And she was telling me how they went out again on a date. And I was just like, I don't knock anything. I don't knock anyone for doing anything. I'm happy for her. If that's what makes her happy, I'm happy for her. And then I was telling her about my situation with the young guy, and he was like 36 in his 30s. And she was just like, well, you can't think of the age. But I'm just like, yeah, that's what I think of. He's just too young. But no, I won't have a problem with that from it. As a matter of fact, my mom liked younger men. When we were younger, my mom liked younger men. She still do. But it just has never been anything that I like. I'm not into younger men. But you guys,
what happened to the guy that you were dating? What happened to the guy that you were the younger guy?
I just couldn't.
He seems nice.
He was very, very nice, very attentive. That's what really surprised me. He was so sweet. We would go to the cigar bar, and he was so attentive. And for it, oh, look at who's coming through the door.
Girl, don't tell me who I think it is.
Felicia.
Hey!
We were talking about the younger guys.
Felicia, I gotta talk to you really quick.
Okay. So we were having a conversation about the younger guys.
Oh. Bring on the camera. Bring on the camera. I gotta talk to you really quick. I gotta talk to you really quick, Felicia. Okay.
So we have real short because we have people in the back.
I got you. We're gonna make it real quick. So Felicia, we're talking about older women and younger guys. What is the problem? Do you believe that there is a double standard when it comes to older women dating younger guys?
Well, I think there's a double standard in anything that we talk about. Because some people think more on an equal level, and then some other people just, for some reason or other, have like they're better than other people. They esteem themselves higher than others. But do I have a problem with older women and younger men? I mean, can you ask me like a sort of different, like, can you redirect your question?
Redirect? I mean, I think you kind of somewhat answered the first question.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. But I mean, we heard some stories about you just a few moments ago.
Yeah, I was telling about how you brought your fine young man up in here, and because he was asking me would I have a problem with my friend bringing a younger guy, dating a young guy. I told him no, then I was telling about your situation.
Okay.
So no, I don't have a problem with it.
Right.
If it makes you happy, then I'm happy.
And I think it's all about maturity too. You can't just enter into a relationship with an age difference like that unless there's some common ground. And obviously there would have to be a level of respect. There definitely has to be a high level of maturity in order for that to take place. And there's a lot of younger, mature guys. I would say even they're more mature than some of the older guys. And I don't mean to be funny, I'm just saying that's been my experience.
Well,
that's right.
Well, Felicia and Marilyn, I know you got to go, but Felicia, listen, I'm 37 years old. I'm still single, and I like older women. I like women that are within my age too, but I also like women that are a few years older than me. As long as you look good and you outgoing and you free spirited, I can hang with you.
Now, listen, I'm also gonna bring up a point that was brought up last night. My father always told me never date a guy you would never consider marrying. So I'm just saying, I'm very particular about who. What's that?
So you did say that.
I did.
Right.
I remember you saying that. Mm-hmm.
Right, and so I guess I'm kind of wondering: is your mind frame in the same direction, or like, what are your thoughts on that situation?
I know that's right, girl. You better go.
Hey, listen. We talked about being direct several times on the morning show, so I have no problem with being direct with my answer. My answer to that question is, well, because of where I'm at and what I'm doing, I'm looking for something a bit more serious and more stable.
Serious. Well, that's the same point. The whole point is, if you're gonna date somebody, make sure that you're serious, or that it's a possible, step in the right direction of becoming an item at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? I'm not rushing anything, but at least you both have to be on the same, traveling down the same path.
Okay, so Felicia, are you gonna let him take you on a date or no?
Oh my goodness.
What you say, Sean?
Nah, that's not what I said. It's what
Starr said.
Starr said. It's what Starr said.
But you started laughing.
We all were laughing.
Well, Sean already put it out there. Sean put it out there that he was single and ready to mingle, and he said that he was serious and he would like to date, leading towards marriage, and that's what Felicia looking for.
Okay.
Okay. Is a date or not? Is it a date? Is it a date?
I'm open.
She's open. Yay! She's open.
I'm playing the hand claps in the background. I'm playing the hand claps in the background.
Look, if you can go on a date, you can come here at my place. The meal is on me.
Okay, well, if you put it that way.
Marilyn, I'm coming there to watch. I'm going to be behind the look.
Stay out of that business. Stay out of that business.
Marilyn, me and you, we going to sit and we going to have a drink in the corner.
Yes, let's do it.
Yeah.
All right, Marilyn. We're going to see. Felicia, Marilyn, we're going to see each other later. Chicago Avenue Cafe. Give the address and any information you want our listeners to know.
Okay. Good night, guys. Nice to meet y'all.
Oh, okay. We'll give out the address. We'll go ahead and give out the address.
I can't hear with all this loud music back here. Okay. 376 Maxim Road in Austell, Georgia. 30168. We'll have to give the zip code too. Yeah, 30168.
All right. There you go. You got it. Got it. Good. All right.
Good night.
Good night. Good morning. Good night. Marilyn.
Good night.
All right, here on the Beat Break Morning Show. You rocking with the best at Beat Break Radio on Facebook, Twitter, and on Instagram. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. There you have it.
You got a date.
Oh, let me tell you
Hey,
something.
man.
And when this date goes well, because she looked like she about that life, she looked like she ready to have a good time, honey. So when everything goes well and nice and lovely,
Starr, you don't need to go.
taking out to celebrate.
You don't need to go. Let them have their time.
I'm not gonna be in on their date. I'm gonna be in the back on the back burner.
No, you don't need to be at the facility. Period. You're gonna try like, all right, you're gonna keep looking at the corner of your eye and like, all right, she going to the bathroom. Okay, I go to the bathroom too, so I can talk. So what's going on, girl? And all that. No.
I ain't gonna be doing the most. I just want to be there for verbal support.
Verbal
He knows
support.
how to handle a date.
What the hell? Verbal support? I never
That's
even
what I'm
heard
saying.
of that.
You just want to be a visual support. You want to see like anything clank clank, and you're like, are y'all going home? Or something?
Look, I'm trying to see what's up. This is gonna be
Exactly. You want to see
exciting for me.
what's
I have
going to
never-
be up. That's what you're trying to figure out. That's what you're trying to see.
fact.
You know what's up. You know what's up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, stay tuned. Keep it locked. It's the Beat Break Morning Show. We got more coming up next right here on the Beat Break Morning Show.
Rocking the best of radio. Oh my God. Radio.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back, or welcome to the Beat Break Morning Show, the Beat Break Podcast. Sean Garvey in the studio, along with DJ Rollem in the building. What's up, man?
Mine. Woo!
What a week.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
I'm very happy.
I just got one question for you, DJ Rollem.
What's up?
After Thanksgiving, did you get slimmer or did you get bigger?
I stay the same. I'm trying to get slimmer. I stay the same.
Stay the same.
Stay the same. I ain't get. I'm already a big guy. I don't need to get any bigger. You know, I got to make sure I'm that good. A Huggy Bear style for Starr Keels. You know, got to stay like that. So she can imagine having a Huggy Bear at night when it's getting cold and everything.
Yeah, man. Exactly. You know what I mean? It's almost Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah. That time of the year now, finally, and whatnot.
Yeah, man. Starr Keels. Still looking for her Huggy Bear.
You know, I wouldn't say I gave up my search, but like literally, it's like going deep into the fall and the winter is creeping up on me, and I ain't had no luck. I've been finding like little slim teddies, but no
slim teddies,
cuddly waddly Huggy Bear.
Slim teddies.
Yeah, you can cuddle with them, but they ain't gonna make you feel toasty.
They ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah.
You want somebody to hold you.
Yeah, because I wanna just sink into them arms. You know.
Man.
So I've had no luck yet, but I'm good though. I'm not tripping because lately I've been literally cuddling up with my pillows and making love to my blankets, and it's been good for me.
Making love to your blanket. I love that. That sounds like something we can put on a sticker these days, especially for the single women out there. That's the making love to my blanket. That should be a song. That should be a song. Making love to my blanket.
Making love to my blanket.
Why Alicia Keys coming to mind when you're saying that?
Pillow.
You can be on the piano.
No. But see, no, she already has Swiss beats.
I know she got
already
Swiss
has
beats. I know
So
she
don't need-
does.
So she
I'm
don't.
just saying on the piano, because Swiss Beats is doing whatever he's doing, and she in that moment, and on the piano, making love to my blanket.
I wonder. I mean, let's think. There are some female R&B singers that are still single.
Mm-hmm.
Let's name a few that we could see ourselves, or not ourselves, but see them singing a song like that, making love
Brandy?
to my blanket. Brandy?
Yeah.
I don't
No,
know.
Monica.
Well, yeah.
That's why I said Brandy.
Definitely
Yeah.
Monica's, because Monica's always with, especially after she gets a divorce or anything happens, she wants to talk about how she's coming to her new self and she's packing up her yesterday. And I can imagine her saying, yeah, I'm making love to my blanket, laying my head on my pillow, running my feet through my sheets.
Okay, a cougar like Mary J doing that.
Yeah, Mary J is still single. Yeah, that dude messed it up right there, man.
Yeah, I know, he really did.
Yeah.
He keep blaming her for a whole bunch of stuff. And I'm like,
But I still can't see Mary J. Blige singing a song like that, though. Oh,
I mean, it is like what you consider as almost like a crying song, because she knows she's queen of making a lot of crying songs. Like it make you want to cry, like, oh girl, I know what you're talking about. Yes.
Yeah, it's plenty. I mean, especially these new female artists too, man. Like Summer Walker. I was just gonna say Summer Walker.
Mm-hmm.
I can see her doing a song like that.
Yeah.
Have you heard her last album? Well, not last album, but her new album. I
haven't. No.
Okay, we talked about mental health plenty of times on the morning show.
Yes.
I just do not see myself driving, popping that CD in, and listening to an entire album that's going to put me back into depression mode.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's how, to me, that's how Summer Walker's album is. It puts me into that
in depression.
Yes, it makes me depressed.
Ooh. Dang. And after all this stuff going on these days, man, you don't need anything that gets you into depression mode. I mean, you need something uplifting a little bit.
I know. I mean, we probably won't get that until the 7th or 8th album if Summer Walker gets to that level of making a 7th or 8th studio album. I mean, I'm just not right now. I just don't want to hear no more depression records. I don't want to hear no more depression records.
You okay, Sean?
I'm serious.
He's fine. I'm defending him. He's fine and whatnot. That's why, to me, if it's nothing that's uplifting, and name, I would say, a new artist right now these days that have any uplifting music that is hot. Let's name some artists got any uplifting music. I'm talking about new ones now, like you consider new in the past 5 years.
Or 2 years.
Or 2 years, whatever. I'm giving 5 at least.
I know one song that has really stuck in my head. It has really stuck in my head. Essence, WizKid. Essence.
Okay.
Oh, you know what?
I love that song.
Yeah. See, I don't know half of these artists' names too. That's my only kind of like takeaway, because I can hear a song but not know who the hell they are, because there's so many new artists keep popping up everywhere.
It's popping. Yeah, they're popping up. They're popping up like every week. There's a new artist every week. I remember back in the day, you had to wait a while for a new artist to appear.
Yeah. We're not in the age no more, since we got everything to be done on your couple computers and whatnot and have a decent mic and a little drum machine, boom, you can make yourself an album.
Yeah, man. There you go. There you go, man. So things have changed. Things have changed a whole lot, man.
A whole lot.
But you know what has not changed though? The craziness at the busiest airport in America, Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport, in which our very own Starr Keels was in, coming from, I believe it was Washington, D.C., because you have been joining with us on the morning show while you were out, not so much on vacation, but out on business. You was traveling and what have you. And a couple of weeks ago, you got jammed up. You got jammed up at the airport. And this story we about to get into real quick, made national news. Yep. Talk to us about it, Starr.
Well, first I do want to say, when I was going through the experience, I ain't like it. Okay. That was the first time I was like in a situation where I felt like, are we gonna be able to kind of like leave out of the situation? Is everything under control? Because I just felt like nothing was under control in a certain sense. And nobody had a clue what was going on. People were just kind of like running around, just blindsided or whatever. Anywho, so how I ended up being at the airport when where the alleged misfire, because the story was updated. First, it was a shooting, and then the story changed quickly after 13 minutes to a misfire in the airport.
Discharge. Discharge.
Yeah, either way, my opinion is, and that was a lie. But to begin it off with, I was on flight and we were pulling up to the gates into Atlanta. And the pilot announces that, we're just kind of waiting for delay for some technical issues, right? So we're thinking there's something with another plane in front of us that needs to move so we can come on in. So pretty much he kind of lied and made it seem like it was some technical issues. And so after about 20, 30 minutes of waiting there, we was like, ain't no, with no updates. We don't know what's going on. The great thing about social media is you can find out what the hell is going on, okay? So people started pulling out their phones and looking in their phones, trying to see like, what is going on? What is the delay? This seems a little weird. So as we pull up our phones, literally the post hadn't been there for 5 minutes. It was like 3 minutes in, reported that there was a shooting at the airport. Now, we're all talking on a plane now. We're like, was it shooting at the airport, blah, blah, blah. So now the pilot, the flight attendant, and everybody are like, they found out. They know what's going on. Like, we can't hide it, right? So then they try to do an update and, like, we want to make sure you guys are secure, blah, blah, blah. So we end up getting off the flight. We get off the flight. The greeter or whatever they're called when you're checking into the plane, she's like, yes, go to Concourse C. Now, she never says go to Concourse C on the international side. She just tells us to go get our baggage at Concourse C. So all of us are going to baggage claimant on the domestic side to get our bags. While we're going, we see all of these people panicking, walking the opposite direction. We're still kind of like, okay, what's going on? Is it clear? We're still, while we're getting off, literally trying to get our stuff, people are still panicking in the airport, trying to figure out where to go and get out of the situation.
Right.
Now, mind you, no one is announcing anything at this point. So we're still kind of like We still don't know what's going on. We go to get on the train to go to Concourse C. All of the trains are closed. So we asked one of the ladies that was standing there, a worker, hey, where do we go to get our bags? She said, oh, well, you have to walk all the way to the end to get your bags. So we walk all the way to the end. When we get now, mind you, we see all of these crowd of people walking the opposite direction. No one is telling us anything. They're just trying to get the hell on with it. So once we get there, we find out that, oh, well, you can't get your bags. It's closed over here. And so everyone's like, hold on, we can't get our bags? Like, what's going on? You know, now at this point of us asking these questions, mind you, it's already going viral on Instagram, Twitter, everywhere. And they're literally showing people ducking down. They're showing everything knocked over, people running, all of this type of stuff. So in the airport, they're telling us, oh, well, this side is closed. We're just trying to do something. It was very generic what they said. And they were like, well, you can't get your bags right now. And so everybody's like, well, why didn't you guys announce this? Like, you have us all walking here. Where do we go? Where do we go? How do we get out? And one of the guys was like, well, you can't leave, right? And then he was like, can't leave. So everybody starts panicking. And it was like, no, you can. The other person said, no, you can't. Just turn around and walk to the international side where you can leave the airport. So mind you, the international is probably close to about more than half of a mile walk from one side of the airport to the other side. And you have elderly people, women with little newborn babies or children, like just a mixture of people. And, you know, people kind of are really like panicking and stuff like that. Fast forward, right? So they tell us we can't get our luggage. We ask, hey, when can we get it? Oh, well, we don't know, maybe sometime tomorrow, whatever. Now, some of these people are trying to go international. Some of these people are transitioning from one area to the next, and you're not giving us any clear direction, right? So we end up all on the international side. By this point, we have heard all types of rumors as we're walking down. We don't know what to believe, what not to believe, right? So we're walking towards the international side of the airport, thinking that, okay, now we can go home on the international side. You guys, we try to get on the shuttle. So what they told us was, you go on the international side, you can get on a shuttle that will bring you to the domestic side where you can then catch an Uber and go home. We get
you could have caught Uber on the international side.
Well, not the way that they put it. We would, because it was so many of us. So they were trying to get us back to the domestic side. This is what they were saying. And there we can get updates and we can call our Ubers to come get us, or our loved ones will be able to pick us up. So we on the international side. A lot of people are trying to get back to the domestic side for two reasons. They some of them separated from their family, can't find their family members. And so they're trying to get back to the domestic side to connect with them and also check on their luggage. Because as we come to the international side, someone tells us again that, hey, you can get your baggage now. So now everyone's trying to get on the shuttles. They canceled the shuttles. No one can get on the shuttles. So if you were trying to get a rental car, you can't get on the shuttle. If you are an employee trying to get into work in there, you can't get on the shuttle. If you are trying to leave, you cannot get on any shuttle. All of the shuttles were canceled. And then an announcement comes across the air and says, we have just encountered some such and such events. Please stay where you are. Do not leave the airport.
Dang.
So everybody started panicking. And, you know, I can't hear anything but, you know, because when so many people are talking at one time, you don't hear. So everybody's like, what? And, you know, talking or whatever. And I'm trying to call out because I'm like, oh, no, I'm going to get me an Uber. I'm getting the hell up out of here.
Yeah.
Everybody was trying to call out at the same time. So the network went crazy. You couldn't call out, you couldn't call in, you couldn't do any, the internet was messed up. I mean, it was crazy. Everything
Question.
kind of
I have this question, and I thought about this too. I've been to the airport since the 80s and whatnot and everything before they even added all these runways and terminals and stuff. How far were you from? Did you see MARTA?
We were not, no. In order to catch MARTA,
Mhm.
you had to get on a shuttle from the international side to go to the domestic side to
Still.
get on a MARTA. You could not touch MARTA. No, you couldn't get on MARTA, nothing. The only option we had was the shuttle. And also the roads were blocked off to come into the airport. So Uber couldn't even get in on our side.
Right. I mean, the reason why I'm saying all this is because I used to do Uber and whatnot.
Yeah.
I did Uber for some years. And I'll say a third of my routes to the airport, to and from and whatnot. And no, I have not experienced anything what you have experienced there. But to me, I'm not trying to make a PSA on this, but they had an emergency situation. I think it was like 2 years ago when the power went out. And at the Atlanta airport, power went out for it. Something happened during that time. I know it was during the holidays, I think. And you would think they would learn from that situation on what to do in case of. Don't we have insurance just in case of? We're supposed to have car insurance in the state of Georgia, just in case and whatnot. Why they don't have any precautions in case of, because of what happened at 9/11? I'm not saying we're gonna get anything remotely close. I don't think so. But things, accidents, blah, blah, all that can happen. That can happen, a weapon being discharged at any airport. What do you do in those type of situations? They keep lagging assistance on what to do in case of. That's sad.
I say this. I jump in real quick. So, because Starr gave us a movie, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, you did.
Starr gave us a movie.
Better than Die Hard 2. Better than Die Hard 2.
From beginning to end. And if you just tuning in to the Beat Break Morning Show, Starr Keels is giving her own account to what happened at Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport weeks ago, where a gun was discharged by a man. And to give you all some updated information, the man had turned himself in. So the guy in question that was involved in that incident at the airport where a gun was discharged, a lot of people, I guess, some were in panic mode, and people like Starr, of course, was like, hey, what's going on? What have you? Many passengers, including Starr, got held up because of the incident that took place at the airport due to a gun being discharged. And so fast forward, the man in question ended up turning himself in to authorities. Now, what I want to say is this, because Rollem brought up 9/11. And days after 9/11, the airport got very, very, very strict. That's when I started hearing for the first time, what are the guards? What do you call those guards at the airport?
TSAs, or are you talking about
yeah.
police officers?
Yeah, TSAs.
Mm-hmm.
I started hearing, I knew now what TSAs were. Like, I didn't hear TSAs before 9/11.
Right.
But after 9/11, I started hearing more and more about TSAs. And then I started seeing more and more guard dogs, German Shepherds, going through the airport. And then, of course, they started making restrictions and telling people what you can and can't bring on an airplane.
Right.
So it got very strict. Like, there was a time where you couldn't even bring water bottles.
Still can't.
On an airplane. You still can't. See, you still can't. But see, that goes to show you how long it's been for me getting on an airplane. Because I didn't know if they eased up on that or not.
Nope, they haven't.
Yeah, well, you see. So my thing is that to this very day, people of an airport, especially like the airport that we just talked about, the busiest airport in the country, is still we're still far from being in that space of preparedness when things happen. Because it's not going to stop. Like, it's not going to stop in the scheme of bringing a weapon in. Like, people going to still bring weapons to the airport.
Yes.
So,
And
go ahead, Rollem.
Yeah, I was going to say this. And Atlanta Hartsfield Jackson Airport is the #1 airport in the country that has the most they always find guns. People trying to take guns through the security. And for people who haven't flown before or anything, there's a process of going through security. And you have to go through, metal detectors, and you have a little belt to see what carry-on items that you're going to have in the bag and what's acceptable. Like we were saying earlier about water bottles. Water bottles are not acceptable. You barely can even take any small alcohol containers through the security. Barely. That can go through, but it has to be a certain size and whatnot.
Like brown.
So I mean, it's like they keep. I even went for a TSA position over 10 years ago. And I failed the test because I didn't see everything that's supposed to go through the monitor. I tried. So how stuff still gets through and whatnot. And then people being bold. They don't think about 9/11. Why you think your weapon is so important that you have to take it as a carry-on instead of packing it in your suitcase? What do you think you're gonna need a gun for? That's my thing. Why you need a gun to go and have on the plane?
Damn, bro, why you getting mad?
I'm tired of dumbness, man. I'm tired of dumbness. You in the air, you got a gun. What the hell you think?
But that's what I'm saying, though. People are going to still bring guns to the airport.
If you're going to bring it to the airport, make sure it's in a checked-in luggage. That's it. What the hell do you need a gun while you in the main cabin? Why you have access to a gun in the main cabin?
You gotta ask them. I don't know.
I'm putting the question out. I'm not saying for an answer. I'm putting the question out. What's the point of doing that?
That's what I'm saying. You gotta ask them. Because people are just very overly protective these days. Some may not even have the intentions of going inside of an airport and wanting to shoot somebody, like people who are going out of town, going out of the country or whatever. They just so overly protective of whatever destination they're going to or whatever. Like they feel like they need to bring a gun, but people still slip up.
I don't know. I mean, I'm like, if you want to bring a gun that daggone bad, you need to drive to your destination. And if you try and go out of the country, have a flying car or something, try to do that.
It's coming. Those flying cars are coming.
Good.
They here.
They here. Starr said they here. The Tesla.
Almost.
The flying Tesla. So we just wanted to share that. That was one of the situations that Starr went through. Like I said, it made national news. Starr was very candid about it on IG. And we're just so happy and fortunate that you are still here to this very day, Starr.
Yes.
We just glad that you made it safe and sound to the A.
And you got your stuff the next day, probably.
Yes. And Sean did check on me just to make sure that I was okay. So I appreciate
I didn't know, but that was sad.
But you didn't know. It's fine. I'm just saying he just so happened to know because we ended up having a conversation and he was like, oh, and he saw it on IG too. And then he checked up on me because of it. Nobody really knew at the time. I was just going through it. But yeah, I'm here, y'all.
Yeah, and that's the thing. With that type of situation, they need to do something in case something like that happens again. Because the way you explain it so well and whatnot, I'm thinking like, suppose my mother or any elderly person goes through, so say, or anybody, let's say you got your medication in those checked in bags because you can't really take your prescription drugs through the check-in because they want to check to make sure there's nothing that you, whatever. Okay, so many scenarios with that. So if you couldn't get your bags to the next day and you need that medication that you need to take that night and that morning and whatnot, you can't get your luggage the next day, what do you do? I mean, so much stuff is they could have helped prevent it and whatnot if they have the training. And I want to get into another topic, but I hope the next administration thinks about that as well.
DJ Rollem for mayor.
Great segue. Great segue. What also happened over the course of this week, Atlanta got a new mayor.
Dre Day.
Yep.
Dre Day. Yep. Andre Dickens will serve as mayor of Atlanta.
61st mayor of Atlanta.
61st to be exact.
Mm-hmm.
For the city of Atlanta for the next 4 years, taking over the soon-to-be former mayor of Atlanta, Keisha Lance's bottom seat in office.
Mm-hmm.
I knew it was going to happen. It was in my dreams.
It was in your dreams?
Really?
It was in my dreams that Andre Dickens was going to beat Felicia Moore for the seat.
I think you said that on the radio, actually.
Yeah. I'm sorry, folks. I didn't mean to say, I wasn't trying to say Felicia Rashad, but Felicia Moore. I'm sorry. I'm just looking at sorry, I'm looking at old episodes of the Cosby Show. My bad.
Yep.
But yeah, bye Felicia. Everybody's been saying bye Felicia since she lost.
Since we can officially say that now, because Kasim Reed, that was running for mayor earlier in November, he had a campaign slogan saying "Bye Felicia," other things that she was voting for, and then I don't know if you had something to say, Sean, because I didn't want to get into it. There was some stuff that I learned in the last several days of the runoff election that I got surprised about what Felicia Moore was going to do.
Mm-hmm.
You want to hear about it?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead. That's fine.
And it affects all the young guys out there, even older guys in general. If you ever voted for Felicia Moore, you might have lost your nightclubs, your strip clubs, making it rain day at the club if you had her in office. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Make it rain day.
Make it rain day. Yeah. Man, I mean, Felicia Moore, oh man, that was not going to be a good choice. A lot of things that and she didn't have a lot of supporters, big supporters. I'm not saying she didn't have any. She had supporters, of course. People voted for her still. But if you ain't had no big supporters, if you don't have former mayors and current mayor, Keisha Lance Bottoms, former mayors, Andrew Young, Shirley Franklin, going for you. I think even Kasim Reed gave him some clout in that, to Andre Dickens. I mean, if you got all these people behind you, and what does Felicia Moore have? I ain't seen no big supporters at all. And usually when you have big time supporters, especially in a city like Atlanta, and they ain't supporting you, you're going to lose. Period. Reporters are just being nice. Yeah, you're going to lose. We ain't gonna say it on the air, but your ass is going to lose. Just letting you know, being real. because that's what they were doing, during the runoff election night. They like, okay, these are the numbers right now. Okay, all right, it's still early. It was already a 60-30 at the time or something like that. It's still early. She may pull in some votes and whatnot. They were being nice. Just say she may pull in some votes because it's still early. The last time to vote was on November 30th, and the polls close at 8 o'clock. And if you don't have any true numbers during that time around 9, 10 o'clock, and you're not even making 20,000 yet, your ass lost, period. Your ass lost. And plus, I gotta say about Andre Dickens, I was very fortunate to go to high school with him. A lot of folks can't say that.
Well, I can say this about Andre Dickens. I was looking forward to a more attractive mayor for male, because we've had some attractive female mayors. Keisha Bottom was maybe not the best mayor as far as, making sure things are done the right way, but she was attractive. So I was looking forward to a male attractive mayor. And I would say I'm a little disappointed. And I know this is very surface and I don't care.
Whoa, wait a minute. You don't think Andre Dickens is appealing?
Yeah.
Oh, look, she's sipping her tea. Look at that.
Andre Dickens is appealing because Mayor Shirley Franklin supports him. As far as physical appearance, I don't like the...
What? I mean,
I don't know what to call it.
You don't like what is it you don't like about Andre?
The thing
The
that
Adam's
goes like,
apple? The Adam's apple?
it's like his neck is going into his chin.
Oh, hell to the no.
Oh,
Hell
so
to
Felicia
no.
Bowl is the bomb, right? Ooh, that's the girl, like that's my sister.
Hold on, nobody said nothing about Felicia. Still bye to Felicia, okay? I like the one with the tattoos. But what I'm saying is, Andre, if you looked at him from the nose up, I would definitely say he's an attractive mayor from the nose up.
But
Up.
But it's the Adam's apple that was the, I don't want to say deal breaker, but it was the thing that you couldn't get with. I mean, that sounds like a Hillary Banks observation.
Yes, what I'm saying.
From the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I mean,
It's real surface, but so what? I want to look at attractive male mayor.
nah, that's not what it is. Rollem, that's not what it is. Let me tell you why Starr found somebody else that was running for mayor, one of the candidates early on.
Yeah, I have an
not
idea.
only that, I have an idea too. One word, light skin. He's like that other dude.
He's a short dude too. And I know she don't like no short dudes.
Like that other dude. Shout out to my light-skinned brothers listening and watching us. But she really liked that dude, Antonio Brown.
Oh yeah, that's his name.
Actually, he would have been more appealing, but I don't think he had anything else to offer. I like what Dickens has to offer, and I like the name Dickens.
I bet you do.
Oh, Lord.
I bet you do like the word Dickens.
She going there. She go there.
I mean, just say it. You like Dickens. You
Right.
just say, like Dickens.
And I was expecting Dickens to deliver in the, physical department. In the Dickens department, I'm pretty sure he's okay. But the physical.
Yeah.
She went to the name, Sean. She went to the name. She went straight into the house, straight into the kitchen. That's what she did.
I just wanted to put it out there, just to throw it out.
Man.
Hey, man. Well, I mean, shoot, if you're gonna talk about somebody like Antonio Brown and Andre Diggins than hair, I might as well say, like, I kind of found Sharon Gay to be a little bit appealing. Sharon Gay. A little bit. I said a little bit now. She ain't no trust. She far away from
shape.
a
Let's say that she in shape. She far. She work out.
She far from a Mary Norwood.
Yeah.
Well,
got that right.
Yeah.
Got shape. She has shape. She works out.
She got a little something to work with. Something to work with.
Nah,
and that's what I will say. She got a little something to work with. But Andre, congratulations. I am not far from hating on you because you are Team Chocolate. So I'm sticking with you with that. You got the long dimples on the side too. So I did notice that. So
My God, you are such a savage.
They run into the chin, which run into the neck, and I don't like that part.
You are such a savage. Oh my God. Look here.
Do you examine men like that anytime you're about to date, or especially when you're about to have sex? I mean, do you really do that?
Yes, because like, say that you're intimate with somebody, right?
Right.
And then they start making all of these ugly faces.
Really? Wait a minute. You
can't
already
be
doing
on
it.
top of making ugly faces.
Just put a bag over their face then. Shit.
No, I want to look at them ugly faces. I want to be like, oh, yeah, make their face. Make it. Make that ugly face. Ooh, ooh,
That's why listen, that's why us dudes, we've been trying to tell y'all, stop dating these beefy men. Stop dating these beefy looking dudes, these bodybuilder dudes, and these dudes that be doing too much in the bedroom. Stop it. Stop the madness, ladies. Stop the madness.
Man.
DJ Rollem, I wasn't trying to have you cracking up today, but sometimes.
But that was funny though. I mean, like, when he comes, he better come right, not just right, but he gotta have a good smile, like, yeah. Like he on a roller coaster. Yeah.
It needs to be something, man. Come on. You do not want to. Y'all know y'all not gonna put a paper bag on the woman while y'all.
Oh, I mean,
look.
So
you do it from behind. We ain't gotta look at your face.
Y'all can look away. See, men, y'all can close your eyes.
Behind, we ain't gotta look at your face.
Right. Y'all can do it from behind. Y'all can close your eyes. Y'all pretty much have an imagination. Y'all can put a whole nother female head on the body.
I gotta look at your face. No. I say this. If we doing it at night,
depends on how I feel.
If we're doing it at night,
lights off.
Okay, cool. Because the lights are off. But during the daytime, when the light hits the chandelier or through the blinds.
You say chandelier. Okay.
Or through the blind. I gotta put a bag over you. I'm sorry.
And that chandelier gonna have a sparkling. Yeah.
What are you gonna put? A meme bag? A GIF bag? Like, y'all know y'all not gonna put no real bag, so go on and pick what you like. That's why I tell people.
No, we like, all right, you're gonna be doing too loud. Why don't you just put this pillow over your face, so you can just scream and all that.
Okay, maybe not a bag, because that'll easily suffocate a person, like a mat.
Nah, I ain't saying you suffocate. I say she grabbed it so she can bite on the pillow.
I know, I understand that, Rollem, but I'm saying like a ski mask or something. Like,
Nah. I think you're trying to rob my ass later. No. Maybe a COVID mask. Put a COVID mask on. You don't want to.
The women that are not so unattractive, look, you put a ski mask over their face, they would look a little bit more attractive.
They would, because they may have pretty eyes. So, like, if you could just see the eyes.
Yeah.
I tell you, man, like, even
especially you got messed up teeth, man. I don't want to see your teeth. You got messed up teeth. I don't want to see your teeth.
And you've got messed up teeth, you can't go down there. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, definitely. Woo,
But you don't use your
Exactly.
teeth when you're down there, so why should it matter?
Believe me,
It
some of
shouldn't
them just don't know. Believe me.
Can we get into the next topic? It's time. We gotta get into this mic drop rant. I don't have no fake news or not fake. I don't have no fake news or not fake news, but I do have a mic drop rant. Oh my God. Woo. All right. Yes. ADHD sometimes. That's how we do it on the morning show.
Yeah.
Coming up.
Yeah.
We got coming up, trending report with Starr coming up in just a few moments. But before we get into that, I got to do a mic drop rant. Okay. So hit it. This mic drop rant. Oh boy, I hate to still be on Will Smith, but I just got to talk about. it. And we do have another story coming up about Will Smith from our very own trending reporter, Starr Keels. Okay. So here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the thing. Let me can we change the beat up real quick? Can we change the beat up? Oh, don't forget to Cash App us, ladies and gentlemen. Cash App us at I'm about to say at Birt Radio. $ Reach One Communications. If you want to donate, make a donation to the cause and all that good stuff. Okay, Mike Drop Rant, Sean Garvey. Anybody seen the movie King Richard yet?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Nobody haven't seen it? Nobody? Okay.
I
Don't feel
heard
bad.
good reviews about it. Heard good reviews.
Don't feel bad, ladies and gentlemen. I haven't seen it either. I haven't seen it yet. Let me say yet, because I do plan on seeing it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's been getting a lot of great reviews. I heard that Will Smith did his thing as Venus and Serena's father portrayal in the film. But there's been criticism towards the film. There was a person that went on social media, and this came from how they illustrated. It came from a white person in which Black Twitter went after her on Twitter. Of course, that's the place. That's the place where you go after somebody when you make a comment publicly about something you don't like. And this person who went on Twitter, according to my sources here, it came from a best-selling author by the name of Dr. Jessica Taylor. And it was reported recently that she went on Twitter to critique the film King Richard, starring Will Smith. And she went on Twitter and said, let's see. I'm looking for it. The success of King Richard. Did they seriously, there it goes right here. Did they seriously make a film called King Richard about the success of Serena and Venus Williams? But it's about their dad, Richard. So in other words, really, if you want to summarize that question that she made on Twitter recently, it's like saying, really? Or King Richard, really? Hashtag right. King Richard, really? That's all you have to say on social media these days for people to get the point. Hashtag King Richard, really? So a lot of people came after her on Twitter. Let's see, who else said this? One quote, retweet came from the one and only Bernice King. She wrote, aren't Venus and Serena the executive producers of hashtag King Richard? Does it, respecting their choice, also honor the understanding of their path and acknowledge their power as women? Is it a powerful story? And holistically, it's much more important than the title indicates. Okay, so that came from the Honorable Bernice King. Now, on the other side, of course, you had Venus and Serena half-sister come out and speak against the film by saying that its portrayal of King Richard, their father, is not what it appears to be. I don't have the information in front of me, unfortunately, because I had to rush to come in, but their half-sister has been very vocal about the film and shared a lot of strong opinions about the film and its portrayal, etc. So she too criticized the film. Now, everybody that's listening, why am I mentioning King Richard in this mic drop rant this morning? Two things. One, because there have been, let's just keep it 100. There also have been Black people that criticized the movie King Richard. They said that, it's all right, but it ain't the best movie of the year. They should have got somebody else to play King Richard than Will Smith. And then somebody says, and then, someone was like, the only one good thing I like about this movie, King Richard, was that Jada wasn't in it.
Woo, boy, God dang.
Whoa.
Yeah. The one good thing I love about the movie King Richard, this didn't come from me, but it came from an opinionator. The one thing I didn't like about this movie was that Jada Pinkett Smith wasn't in the movie. Yeah, man. But here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, especially to my critics out there, especially to the critics that criticize movies that have made it to Hollywood and are seen on so many theaters throughout the country and now streaming. Two questions for you. Why haven't you made your first film yet? That's one question. This is to my critics. The second question is, why haven't you, and I know I'm going to get backlash from a lot of people on this side of the film industry. Why haven't you, critics, go out and criticize the 100 of independent Black films that are still showing the same stereotypes of Black people? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Who in here has access to Tubi? Tubi. Who in here has access to Amazon? I do. I have Prime. I have a Prime membership for 30 days, but it's about to expire. That's neither here nor there.
I got it for years, so.
But I asked that question because if you go to some of these streaming services that also houses hundreds of independent Black film titles, majority of them have movies that center around drug dealing, that center around adultery, infidelity, hood movies, and even, to me, porn, soft porn. Well, let's just keep it 100. Most of the movies that I named has a bit of Black porn in it. Has a lot of porn. Strippers, thoughts. Can I go on and on and on? I know where they're getting the strippers from. We can name dozens of strip clubs, especially some in Atlanta, that have been in these movies. Two of which I know personally. I ain't mad at you, get the bag. But at the same time, to my critics that criticize these, what we consider as powerful movies with all these powerful actors and actresses, and you find something negative to say about this particular movie, If you're going to criticize King Richard, if you're going to criticize Black Panther, because there have been people that criticize Black Panther as well too. Oh yeah, it was a great superhero movie, but it was under Marvel. They were sleeping with the devil, sleeping with the enemy. White people behind that movie. Okay, fair, but also criticize those kind of movies that I just mentioned a few moments ago. The drug dealing films, films that portray women in a negative light. I didn't see Black women being portrayed in a negative light in Black Panther. I didn't see Black women, or at least from the trailer, from the promo, I didn't see Black women being portrayed in a negative light in King Richard. Have you? Have you?
Nope.
I'm, you can't make this stuff up. And I'm sorry for all my independent filmmakers out there. Y'all trying. But I'm gonna be honest with you. When I look at these movies, these independent Black films, and I'm not calling out against all independent Black films, but the bulk of them that I've seen thus far is both funny and garbage at the same time. It's crazy because a lot of them are drama. A lot of them are drama based. But when I watch them, it's funny. I'm like, who is writing these scripts? Who are these actors? Who are these actors? Come on. Like, can't be serious. I've seen better acting in Soul Plane. Y'all make Soul Plane. Y'all make Soul Plane. Y'all make Soul Plane look like a film that should have been nominated for an Oscar.
Wow. Woo.
I had to get that off my chest.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm glad you actually said that, because it's so many people that are just now in this day and age, everybody wants to be a producer, everybody wants to create a film, get on some
wants to be a DJ.
And for you to say, have you made it to Hollywood? I mean, you're criticizing so hard, but who are you? No one knows you. You have not made it on any type of platform, but yet you criticize something that, is great work, shows us in a positive light, shows us as philanthropists and, Renaissance, and just shows the best part of us. And, we go running to see some mess about us that is not really who we are. We quick to run and watch drug dealing and, all the all Black people dance and sing and rap and sell drugs and have attitudes type movies and shows, and not the stuff that literally puts us on a platform and shows the true light of who we are. So I'm just happy you even said it.
Somebody got to say it, because this has been ongoing for years. We have heard people say that, it's not too many positive representation of us in Hollywood. But where have you all been when The Great Debaters came out in 2007, the month after Denzel Washington put out American Gangster?
Right.
Because American Gangster got more numbers than The Great Debaters.
Great Debaters is a great movie too. Very good movie.
And I know some people who have not seen that movie yet, but they saw American Gangster. You can't make this stuff up. But see, I can talk my ish though, because I am working on a podcast series that will soon turn into a TV series called Unemployment Check. and it's in development. I gotta get a different. Yeah, I gotta get a sound. Dun, 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 dun. I'm creating my own sound effect. Yeah.
And can I say something? It goes along with your mic rock. I'm sorry.
Mic drop rant.
Mic drop rant. Sorry. Okay. As a DJ, I've been DJing over 20 years. Did a mobile thing since 2009. But I've been, like I said, been DJing since the 90s. That tells you how old I am. Y'all know, whatever. I don't care. Anyway, the thing about is that the group that I'm affiliated with is a group on Facebook called Atlanta DJ Zone. And a lot of the older heads like me on there get tired of the new DJs coming out there and just play a song and play horns or cop sound, the sirens and whatnot. You don't hear no creativity. And going along with the movie scene and whatnot, what I always do is when I do an event or even when I do a mix, I ask folks, random folks, how did you like the music? And I've been doing that over 10 years with my DJ Rollem Productions company, okay? Still ask. I ain't gonna act like I'm better than somebody else. Some people put me as better than somebody else, and I know I'm not as good as other DJs. That's how the whole scene is. So if I still ask after 10 years of doing this, my style, different types of music, whatever I do, I still ask folks, like, how did you like the music? Oh, I really like it. And if someone has some criticism, I like to hear the criticism. So hopefully I won't be making that same mistake when I do another event. Why don't these independent filmmakers do the same thing?
Yeah.
Ask folks, what do you think about this project? Ask recommendable folks. Just don't ask your best friend that's not going to really criticize because he or she is going to say, oh, girl, or guy, yeah, you got it, and all that. Get some random folks to look over the material or listen to the material. That's how you get true criticism if you think your project should go. That doesn't make you dishearten you to go for it. Just to like, okay, maybe I can hear a little criticism and see, let me try this, just tweak it a little bit. There's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. Why don't they do that more? Because you keep following big names and whatnot on a particular plot, violence more than likely, something degrading women and whatnot. I'm like, why can't something be uplifting?
Yeah. Well, I put it to you like this. It's easy to criticize, but hard to put in the work. Yeah.
That's deep.
Yeah. Yep. Making a film isn't easy. Making a TV show isn't easy. Making a song isn't easy.
No.
But yeah. But it also depends on the quality. Depends on the quality, man.
Yeah.
So hey, everybody has a right to their opinion. Everybody has a right to criticize. But there's so much stuff out there to criticize against or criticize towards. Like, a movie has never ever been made about Venus and Serena. And from my understanding, it's not even about King Richard, from my understanding. I'm gonna go see the movie, but I'm just going off of the conversations I've had with people that actually seen the movie. I mean, there would have not been Venus and Serena if it wasn't for their father. And if you take, what I already take away from the conversations I've had with people that seen the movie, it's really about the relationship between Venus, Serena, and their father.
Exactly.
It shows the representation of a father being there for their daughters, being there for his father.
Did they forget about that their father coached them in order for them to be to where they are and where they were? to get to that championship style. The father did that, trained them. In order to get somewhere, you have to go through a lot of heartache and pain to get to where you need to go.
Yeah.
I gotta say this. I gotta say this. It may be cursing, it may be censor, whatever the case is.
Oh boy.
Here we go.
Listener discretion is advised, ladies and gentlemen.
If you pussyfoot into life and not suffer, you're going to suffer.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. I think we can get away with that word, but okay. I thought it was gonna be more hardcore.
Gonna be some beep, 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 beep.
Nah, I ain't gonna go in like that. I just had to say that statement.
Yeah. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that has been my mic drop rant.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I am gonna go see King Richard. And when we come back, I will let you know what I thought about the film. I can already tell I'm going to come back with some good criticism, with some good perspectives. But you know, hey.
Well, let's go together. I want to go see it too.
You want to what?
I said, let's go together because I want to go see it too.
Okay, you want to do a streaming party then?
Yeah.
You already there at the movie theater. But you're at home though.
I know.
Yeah, I know, right? All right, so let's get into some let's get into the trending report. The trending report by our very own Starr. And we're working on a new sweeper, ladies and gentlemen. We are working on a new sweeper. If you don't know what a sweeper is, then it's this thing that we play while we're transitioning from one segment to the other. It's a sound effect type of announcement. Yeah, okay. I don't feel like talking in technical terms right now. Let's just get over to let's go over to Starrcast with the trending report. What's up, Starr?
Hey, you guys, this is Starr Keels, and I'm keeping you in the know on what's trending as always. I'm going to do a quick drop in with one thing, but I'm not going to spend much time on it, right? So I had to address this. 3-6 Mafia announced that they broke up. The reason
wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. 3-6 Mafia broke up, but yet there's only 2 members remaining.
But listen to
what?
Listen to what they said, Sean.
Juicy J and DJ Paul. Those are like the only 2. What the hell?
Right. Okay.
Yeah. I'm listening.
So Juicy J says they broke up due to excessive drug use. Can I get a duh?
All right. Don't worry, I got you. I played the sound effect. Don't worry, I got y'all. Let's do it again. 3-6 Mafia broke up. DJ Paul and Juicy J broke up due to excessive drug use.
He said it was, meth. He said some stuff. He said heroin, meth, coke. And we're like, duh, like, we already know. Y'all gotta stay high.
Say fly,
Wait.
I
gotta ask. Is this the trending report or fake news and not fake news? This gotta be fake. Listen, look, I everybody is still a part of 3-6 Mafia. There are people who still are affiliated with 3-6 Mafia, Gangsta Boo and all of them. They separate ways, right. But we always gonna remember them as still a part of 3-6 Mafia. So basically, there's no more 3-6 Mafia. In essence, no more 3-6
temporarily.
Mafia.
Well, they're gonna come back and do a reunion and all that. So temporarily.
Until the business comes in, until the money resides.
Well, they did make an appearance after several delays and cancellation. They were with Bones, Thugs, and Harmony on stage together. Okay, so they did make an appearance, but the reason why they couldn't get it together is because they had broke up, and I guess they never announced officially that look they parted ways and stuff like that. So Juicy J finally came out and let people know, look, this is why we kept canceling. Y'all never kept seeing us because we couldn't stop saying ha 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 ha.
But here's what I don't get. That's always been their thing though, throughout history, throughout the course of their music endeavors. I've heard stories of all of them or most of them popping pills, doing this type of drug, doing that type of drug, on tour, and all. I've heard a lot of crazy stuff.
Yeah,
I don't know, but
true.
yeah, but I don't see why that would break up the remaining members of the group. I mean, that should just be like a conscious decision to be, okay, we're not going to do any more drugs anymore. We may smoke a little weed, you know, we're going to smoke weed or whatever. We're going to drink every now and then, but we're not going to do all this other stuff.
All the hard stuff.
Well, clearly they couldn't stop going hard on the drugs, and so they couldn't go hard on the stage.
So
yeah, because they're older and their heart is beating faster.
Yeah.
So you trying to tell me Juicy J and DJ Paul was like, you know what? We can't do this. Yeah, bro. We can't do this. Like, I'm going to still.
I think the drugs said it, not them. The drugs was just like, we can't do this no more, baby. We just trying to get high.
Yeah, keep absorbing me, but just you ain't got to bring him around. That's all.
Wow.
Now I do believe they may have came together outside of the stage to get high, but they couldn't come together.
They're acting like a vagina. They'll. It's like this, like a vagina, and I ain't saying it as a bad thing. It's like the vagina is like, I want just this, and what I want this entering me. Don't bring him entering me. That's what the drugs are acting like. A vagina, like take me, and whatnot.
So that's what you think the vagina says, DJ Rollem?
I mean, the way I'm looking at how they broke up, the drugs are talking.
The vagina talks like here,
because it's like they don't want to get rid of it. They like it so much. They like, ooh, it makes me feel so good. I got to have it and whatnot. Yeah, come on, man. No. I want you. That's where it is.
Okay. On that note,
before you go any further, I will say applause to Juicy J for speaking up about it, because he did go on a recent episode of Spotify's The Bridge 50 Years of Hip Hop podcast. And like you just addressed, Starr, he did speak about the wildest drugs that they had partaked in during their time with 3 6 Mafia, and that became the end all with 3 6 Mafia. So shout outs to Juicy J for talking about it, sharing that testimony. But yeah,
shout out to him. And I do believe he's no longer partaking, and I think that's, you know, one of the things that kind of messed it up. So when somebody else dies off, somebody else you know, stops using drugs, you know, it's hard for a very, very high person and a very, very sober person to kind of come together and create harmony. So yeah, shout out to Juicy J. Hopefully you guys all, you know, kind of get it together and get to a better place. But let's move on to my next topic. I don't want to spend too much time, but I would like to say ass out. Lots of ass out.
ass. Lots of ass.
So
out.
Cheek to cheek, the crack right there, the crack.
You got.
When she said
so
that,
Rihanna came out with
it. You put it out there.
I'm not, y'all. So you guys know Rihanna is very risky, and she has her Fenty collection. So she came out with a assless Savage X Fenty pajama pants, right?
Oh.
And of course social media went wild. So
I'm going on her IG page right now.
Yeah.
So over the years, this is what they're saying. Over the years, we've seen the 33-year-old make music, makeup, skincare, perfume, movies, and luxury clothing and lingerie. Her many art forms have helped her build her mighty navy, but after witnessing her latest design, some people have decided that it's time to jump ship. So Twitter's going crazy. Everybody's going crazy. So she comes out with the holiday extra, and she looks really nice in her lingerie. And then she posts the Savage Fenty butt cutout. And even some of the feeds are saying like, this butt cutout is killing me. I'm not rocking with this new Fenty lingerie release. There is nothing sexy about a butt crack, Miss Plumber girl.
Wait. What? Here's the thing. Here's the thing though. Didn't Prince, God rest his soul, didn't Prince do the same thing?
But he wasn't trying to do it as a selling thing. That was just his outfit that he had on.
No, it was both.
It was both?
It was both.
So he tried to sell it?
He sold it.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. I just thought he was just out there on the stage.
No. So here's the thing with artists, right? Artists, musical artists, especially of a caliber like Prince or a Rihanna, they're gonna do the most outrageous things to their uniform or to their costume to sell records, sell tickets. That's the perspective that I'm coming from. So we all know Rihanna. I'm looking at her IG. I'm looking at her IG, her videos and everything. Like literally, Rihanna don't even need an OnlyFans page. Her OnlyFans page is IG. Come on now. I'm still trying.
She'll make a killing on OnlyFans too. She'll make a killing.
Well, on second thought, I wonder if she does have an OnlyFans page.
I am not.
I'm looking at the video right now.
She looks really good.
I'm looking at the video right now. Man, I'm sorry, ASAP Rocky. Well, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry.
I don't know why you shouldn't apologize. She's the one out there with her ass and tits out.
Hey, man.
She's not looking for nobody to apologize to her or her man.
But hey, that's what I said. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry.
Listen.
My goodness.
Look, this is what one of the tweets were from @HoodCorrenta. I have a question, and don't fight me. What's the purpose of having a butt cut out in those Fenty garments? To stick something in there?
No.
Well, that's what I was thinking.
No.
Man, that's what ASAP was probably thinking.
I mean, my thing is anytime, even when you wear a bikini and you see a crack, it's like an extra layer, like, okay, we're getting some more nakedness.
That crack is like, I'm gonna stick something up in there.
Well, I'm
buy that just for easy access.
When men look at that, because men are visionaries, okay? That's how God created.
You got that right.
We're visionaries, okay?
You got that right.
If we see anything, if we're not seeing you naked and you got stuff covering and you have like a part that is part of the covering that just should be there, but it's not there, that gets us more excited. Like, wow, I would love to see more, but I know I can't because it's covered. Perfect example. Years ago, who was Puff Daddy dating? Jennifer Lopez. had that green dress. That dress is still in my head. I don't know about Sean. I can still imagine how, I mean, man, just because we're visionaries. So Rihanna wants to do that, hey, make your money.
Amen. Hey. Ooh,
Well,
all right.
I'm going to move on, but I would like to say that ending this topic, it looks like Rihanna made a garment where women can easily pass gas. And that was, I think that is genius.
Wait a minute, say that one more time.
Why are you trying to mess up the fantasy?
Wait a minute. I got lost. Say that one more time. Say that whole last part.
Rihanna made a garment that made it easy for women to pass gas.
What the heck does a garment got to do with passing gas?
Because when women wear like panties and shorts or pants, it's harder for us to pass gas. So she made a pajamas that we can walk around, feel sexy and comfortable, but when it's time to pass gas, it's easy release because there's nothing covering it up. So kudos to you, Rihanna. I appreciate the pajamas so much. I am definitely gonna cop me a pair.
Oh my God. I don't even see why that is even relevant. To the fact that you just messed up the mental fantasy for me. Between me and
I'm so sorry, but I'm telling you why she did it. I understand. Nobody else gets it, but I understand why she did it.
Oh,
it is
God.
a revolutionary move for us women. Thank you, Rihanna.
All right. Like you said,
if we have a pajama jam, the morning show has a pajama jam and whatnot, and you have that outfit on that Rihanna has to promote passing gas, you gonna pass gas around us?
Why not?
Telling you better, if you're gonna do that, just make sure you bring a box full of air fresheners.
I was saying bring some Fabries with you. That's all, you know.
Yes, man. Bring something.
Oh my God. Anywho, so I want to piggyback off of what Sean was talking about, our amazing, wonderful, most popular couple, I would say in the world, Craig, Will and Jada. Okay, so CNN Entertainment News posted an article that says, enough with Will and Jada. There is a petition to stop media interviewing the Smiths. So if you guys didn't know, some guy, you know that we have the what is it, the vote.org? What change.org.
Change.org, yeah.
So this guy creates a petition. His name is Dexter. On change.org to stop people from interviewing Will and Jada.
Stopping the media. Media folks like us. Media folks like us.
Yeah, media. Stop media folks from interviewing Will and Jada, just to be specific. Now, he doesn't go into much detail as to why he was motivated to even start the petition, but he's just frustrated as much as other people are frustrated with the fact that they keep expressing their kind of like most intimate experiences in detail on these platforms where they feel like as a celebrity, y'all doing the most for the least. Y'all telling us a little too much. We want to keep a little mystery. We want to keep some things kind of hidden. Why we got to know all y'all dirty secrets and what color your drawers is and how they smell and all of these types of things like that? So the petition actually has 2,500 votes and still going. So probably at this time, it probably has way more than that. And so I want to say, on one of their shows, there was a statement that the Smiths said that they kind of quoted from Bad Boys, and it says, "We ride together, we die together, bad marriage for life. So they in this for the long haul. That's all I'm saying. So they gonna keep putting their business out there. They gonna keep talking about some stuff. Y'all
listen.
tune in.
On the last podcast of the Beat Break Morning Show, when Sean Garvey, yours truly, the architect, did my mic drop rants, did I not talk about Will Smith keeping his mouth shut?
Yeah, you did.
Did I not say that?
You did say it.
Somebody was listening to our podcast.
Right.
We gave them the light bulb moment. We gave them the light bulb moment. Will, shut the hell up.
Jada too.
Jada hasn't really been as vocal as Will. See, this is two different things. Jada has her platform, Red Table Talk. Let her do her thing. She's not out there making $100 million movies like Will Smith is.
But he made a book.
She needs to shut up too, especially on Red Table Talk.
I kind of like Red Table Talk.
Yeah, when she talking about some other stuff besides how they like it and what they doing and who they doing it with.
I mean, come on. There's more content, Starr, on Red Table Talk than just
but
that.
Don't nobody focus on that. All they focus is on what they freaky behind doing.
That's their fault.
That's why we want them to shut up. You know what? I'm going on there to vote. I'm going on there to vote. Change.org.
Look, all I'm saying is this. Will, and I said this, Will needs to fall back from speaking so much about his marital. Look, I got the story here. I got the stories that I've been leaving on my desk for months now. Will Smith says, he recently made a quote in an interview. Will Smith reveals that he and Jada Pinkett Smith decided at one point in their marriage that they would no longer be monogamous. He says, quote, marriage for us can't be a prison, end quote. That's what Will said.
He just went off of Jada. Jada been wanting to be a little freak in the streets.
Listen, there are people out there, Starr and DJ Rollem, that want this marriage to end.
I don't want it to end. I just want them to shut up, though.
Right.
I didn't say you. I said there are people that are just waiting for the news to break that Jada and Will filed for divorce.
They already.
What happened to all that? Huh?
They said that they never will. They're lifetime partners, no matter what. Ride or die.
Bad marriage for life. What does that? I'm just, look, people change their minds all the time. And like I said in the last podcast episode, by the way, wink, wink. But that's great and everything if you're gonna be a ride or die marital couple. Okay, cool. But I just think putting a bit of blame on Jada.
Please do.
Jada opened up. No. I gotta put a blame on that. No. Let's be fair. Put a little bit of blame on Jada. Also put a bit of blame on August.
August started.
Put 90% on Jada, 10% on August.
No, August started.
Jada started it.
No, August started.
Jada started
he
when
presented
she
the situation.
Boy. When she
presented the situation. Jada didn't say nothing.
No, she did say something with that poom poom. She put that
Jada said something after the question was presented to her. that's when everything started falling down. August said what he said. Jada answered because the question was presented to her from a reporter, and that's when things started falling down.
Things started falling down when Jada let that little boy hit that poom poom. She knew what she was doing. She was all experienced. This little boy not fell in love. You taking him on different islands, secret islands.
Like I said, no, August started.
Having sex in the forest, in the rainforest, in the jungle.
Listen, I can kind of understand where Starr is coming from. We will forever watch that scene, that one episode where Jada Pinkett Smith sat across the table from Will Smith, laid it down, told him in his face that me and August Alsina had an entanglement. And you saw the look on Will. I don't believe that BS you was talking about, Will, about, oh, coffee makes my eyes drippy. That's where the tears came from. That's BS, homie. Look, I have had women make me cry. Just not in front of millions of people, though.
Going back
now you
to
decide.
August.
Now you decide a year later you want to put out a memoir.
It started with August. If August didn't say a word.
You know who else I gotta put the blame on too? 50 Cent.
Ooh, you can blame 50 Cent for a lot of stuff.
Listen, when 50 Cent with another, I'm about to say the N-word, with another man, when another man comes in your DM and ask you questions about your wife and you, and then add a bit of sauce to it by saying that, oh, you just gonna let that dude break your wife's back like that? You just gonna let him break your, I mean, he didn't say in those words, but he basically said that, August broke your wife's back out.
He broke it off.
And then you come with the LFU 50 Cent.
Oh, I got you on that. I got you on that.
I feel you.
But I'm going to say this again, and this is how I'm going to say it. If August didn't say a word, all of this would never have happened.
Well, shoot, I put the blame on Angela Yee too.
Oh,
Angela Yee was the one that interviewed August. Look, if a woman is looking dead at you in your eyes, because Angela Yee is sexy as hell.
Okay.
If a woman is looking
blame
dead
her
in your
too.
eyes,
She started. If she didn't interview August, none of this would have happened.
Because I don't think August really. I really do think August didn't really want to put Jada on blast like that.
Yeah.
But it's just something about Angela Yee.
Yeah.
That just makes you. Put you in that vulnerable. That puts you in that vulnerable place.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, you know what? Man,
she did it. Yeah. Thank you.
It's
she started.
Blame.
If she interviewed him, he wouldn't say what he said, and all this other stuff happened.
Wow, it's enough blame to go around. Y'all are a mess right now. I'm telling y'all.
I want you to source.
That's an entanglement right there. It's an entanglement right there.
The source is Jada Pinkett Smith. Jada did all y'all. When Jada told that boy that she didn't want to be with him no more after she put that boom tang on him like she did. And he not fell in love. Y'all heard what he said.
You gotta remember, Jada is a cougar to him. She's a cougar to him. She's a cougar.
That's not right. And he's young. Y'all gotta remember one thing. He is way, way younger than her too. He not came from a whole different life, right?
Right. That's what I say. He's a cougar.
Right, but she knew what she was doing. She knew she had a plan for him. She said she saved his life. He was sick. He was ill. I brought him back to life. I put that poom poom on him. I made him feel good.
You made that thing rise to the top. I know that.
Rise to the occasion, yes.
Rise to the occasion.
She tore him up. She took advantage of that dang on board. And that boy was about to cry on Angela Yee interview. You should have seen how he looked. He was not prepared for the
August or Will? August or Will?
August. Did y'all see that interview?
I watched it. I watched it in its entirety.
Too.
I watched it.
He was hurt deep down inside.
But who was hurt?
But who was hurt
the most? Who was hurt the most in this scenario? August or Will?
August. Will just felt played as fuck. He got played. After 57, he said Will felt a little played. Because they already knew what type of relationship they had. They knew they was about that life. They was out here screwing and freaking around for years.
I think, in my personal opinion, if that was the case, if you know, because it tells me that they were in an open marriage for a while, for quite some time. I feel like Jada dibble and dabble with other women. Will was doing his thing with other women. I think, just from my perspective, my way, I know how men think. And so I think with Will, in his mind, he probably didn't think that Jada was going to step out with another dude. It's one thing, it's one thing for a woman to dip out with another woman. If Jada Pinkett Smith was about that life, it's one thing to dip out with another woman, but dip out the marriage with a dude, with another dude, ooh.
With a penis, another penis besides his.
See, I used to be in an open relationship with a woman who went both ways, and I would have not had a problem if she wanted to go get her another woman. I would have not had a problem. But to get with another dude, oh no. Call it a double standard if you want to. But there's only need to be one penis.
Size matters.
There only needs to be one penis in the situation.
Told you. Size matters.
It does. It does. Size does matter, though. Why are you saying that, DJ Rollem? Are you insinuating when you said size matters? Are you insinuating something comparing August to Will?
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
What do you say? What are you saying? What do you mean? Are you insinuating?
What did 50 Cent say?
He said broke your woman's back out.
Yeah. You're gonna let another man break your woman's back. And you ain't break that back since the daggone 90s. So hey.
Coming up in the next hour of the Beat Break Morning Show, we're gonna have Marilyn. Segue. We're gonna talk about older women and younger men. Great segue. Great segue. Woo. It reminds me of the times when I had broke an older woman's back out. I have. The only difference was that she wasn't in a marital relationship.
She wasn't in a marital relationship, but was she in a relationship?
Not to my knowledge, no.
That's a big difference, Sean. You said the only difference. No, the big difference is.
Big difference.
It wasn't no entanglement.
Right.
No entanglement. No minute. There was some entanglement in the bedroom. I'm just saying, she was flexible.
You giving Starr some ideas, man. You giving Starr some ideas.
Ain't nothing wrong with the ideas, you know.
Hey, that's what guys do. We visionary. We visualize.
I visualize too.
Yeah, I know you are. I know you do. I know you are. Currently.
I wonder if Will visualized. I wonder if Will did visualize that in his head about,
Yikes.
But yeah, I mean, but to put a bow on this, before we go any further, to put a bow on this, the petition thing, I mean, I don't know, it may be a little bit excessive. Maybe a little bit excessive.
Using that type of platform, change.org, I mean.
That's the same thing that they're saying about Will and Jada. It's a little bit excessive.
Yeah, but you had to put it on that type of platform. That's supposed to be for, like, you know.
They want change. They want to see some change.
Not that. Change.org is for other political stuff.
Social injustices and all that.
All that.
And
that type of stuff.
A social injustice because
this is entertainment. This is just
media.
Entertainment. Entertainers, celebrities, you know.
But that's it. I mean, that's what the organization is turning into, though.
So we got to go use that platform, change.org, going into celebrities' personal lives of what is too much being said. So shut the hell up.
But personal is becoming public now, thanks to Will and Jada.
Right.
Man.
Since last year, man. I mean, it's all started from then. Because you never heard anything about Will Smith and Jada years ago. Even when they had kids, they were like announcing they had kids and all that stuff. The kids are doing their thing, blah, blah. But you never heard about their personal affairs until that damn interview happened. It was about their daggone personal affairs.
No, you did hear about it. You heard about it, but it was never confirmed. It was rumors. Because they even said something about
she confirmed it on her show.
And his wife, and you know, you heard about it, but they never spoke out about it.
Mm-hmm.
And they wanted to speak out about it so they could be free to do what they wanted to do without being caught. And see, now it backfired. But I don't want to talk about them no more. Because you know what? I want to change.org.
I got one more question before we go.
Okay.
I wonder what would Will do? What would Will do? WWWD. What would Will do? What would Will do if he came home, right? Maybe like while in the middle of him and his situation with Jada, when they were once upon a time they were separated, and Jada came back into his life or whatever, came back to the home, and they were in the, you know, they were feeling each other again, rekindling things and stuff like that. And they get into like a romantic situation. And all of a sudden, Will Smith sees a name on the back of Jada Pinkett Smith's back. And it says Tupac.
Ooh.
What will Will do?
Ooh.
Oh, that's a whole nother subject. He probably not seen
big
that
time. That reminds me of that meme that I saw. I said, man, if I kill her, he gonna be with
better yet. Well, better yet, if his face was tattooed on her back.
He would kiss him. I mean, they say Will dab a little now, you know what I'm saying? He, you know, going to the same pond as him. So I think he would kill Tupac.
So it'd be a throttle.
Yeah.
It'd be a throttle.
That would be his fetish. Her back would be his fetish.
Tupac's face on the back of Jada Pinkett Smith's back.
Mm-hmm. He'd be licking and biting on that thing.
Now, see, Now, by you saying that, I got to get back into my fantasy mode with Rihanna now during this break. Nah, I just y'all doing too much. All right, y'all. We only doing this for jokes. We're doing this for jokes, ladies and gentlemen. All right, the Beat Break Morning Show. Calm down, calm down, calm down. We got more coming up right here on the Beat Break Morning Show. Great segue. We're going to talk about older women and younger men. What's the problem? What's the problem? Let us know. And then later on, the DJ Rollem mix. That coming up. All that and more coming up right here on the Beat Break Morning Show. While on break, I'm going to just go back and look at Rihanna's videos and photos on IG. Yeah. Speaking of which, follow me, Sean Garvey, ATL, on Twitter and on Instagram. Sean Garvey on Facebook. Where can people follow you at, DJ Rollem?
Always follow me at DJ Rollem on IG and Twitter, and DJ Rollem Townsend on Facebook. And I just had somebody hit me up ready to make a deal, so hit me up.
All right. Get that money, get that bag. That's what's up. Starr, Keels, where can people follow you at?
You guys can follow me at She Talk Atlanta on Instagram and Facebook. Join my She Talk Atlanta group on Facebook. It's lit. And everybody's inquiring about my real estate and wanting to be a part of the partnership with me. Follow me on Real Estate at Real Estate is Life on Instagram and Facebook, and I'll definitely plug you guys in.
All right. Okay. Marilyn coming up right here on the Beat Break Morning Show. Also, don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, big announcement underway. We're getting ready to do some major things in 2022. Turn up. It's going down.
Hey.
Right here on the Beat Break Morning Show. Beat Break Podcast. Y'all keep it locked.
Yep.